Bonjour à tous. Pienso que l'équipe.
I think the team is really confident. We really want the game to start, and we're really impatient to show what we can do. The Parisians come to the final, and we really want the game to start now.
Bonjour Achraf, Fabrice Hawkins, RMC Sport.
Hello. Is it the most exciting game that you've ever played? And what makes you so calm and poised? It looks like you're much more serene than last year.
Bueno, no sé si es el partido más excitante.
I don't know if it's the most exciting game, but it's certainly among the ones that are the most exciting because of the level, because of the importance for the club and for the objective in terms of individuality and also as a club, the objective that we have to win this competition. We know that we're just one step ahead of the final. So I think there's these sort of calm because we've played in the semi-finals last year and we know what we did good and what we didn't do good, and we know what we have to do in terms of dynamics and show our confidence. And I think you can see it in our latest game, and it will be helpful for tomorrow.
Bonjour, Achraf Hakimi, Arnaud Matoli, France Télévisions.
Tomorrow it's going to be a crazy atmosphere, the public, the typhos. How do you get ready for this big night?
Bueno, sabemos que mañana va a ser.
We know that tomorrow is going to be a very special night for everybody in Paris. And as you said, I think the atmosphere will be insane. Inside and outside the stadium, everybody will be behind us, and we want to send a message that is really clear, that they have to cheer us until the very last minute. We'll give our everything to make them proud, and we really want to get this objective of going to the finals because we deserve it, because of all the work we've done. There were some tough moments, and they've always been there, so they deserve it as well, and we hope that we can give them that.
Bonjour Achraf, Philippe.
Hello, Achraf. We have already analyzed set pieces and say that they were really important for Arsenal. They almost scored. It was just a very thin, offside. So did you gain experience from this first leg? Is it still the first threat against Arsenal?
Bueno, yo creo que durante el año.
I think that over the year we've played against opponents that are really good at set pieces as well, and we defended pretty well, I think. And I think that we've created danger as well. And I think the key tomorrow is not to give them any chance on their main threat, that is set pieces. You have to be focused on every single detail because that's the most important in this competition.
Pour la chaîne L'équipe, au fond, au niveau des caméras. Une question sur votre.
A question about Gigi Donnarumma. Can you say a little something about his season and his level at the moment? Is really good, and also his role in the dressing room.
Bueno, creo que ya lo estáis viendo.
I think that you can see it. He's one of the best in the world, and we have a lot of confidence in him. And there were people who doubted him, but we were always behind him. We always supported him. We always helped him. And I think he answered in the best way possible, and he shows it all the time. And to have a keeper that gives you such serenity is really important. And I think in the dressing room that is very light-hearted, is a very nice person. And it's really important to have people like that. Another question about the game. How do you describe Dembele's tactical strength?
Hay poco que hablar de Ousmane.
I think that there are small things that you can say. Really, is a very different player. He's one of the players that make you want to go and go to the stadium, see the game. He's a genius with the ball, and with very little chances, he can just decide a game. So we're really happy to have him.
À la différence de l'année passée.
Contrary to last year, you won 1-0 this time. How do you consider the second leg? Is it going to be more defense, or do you have to adapt? Is there a bit of pressure because of the first result at Emirates?
Bueno, creo que es una presión.
I think it's a positive pressure. It's a good pressure because these are the type of games that kids want to play. And of course, if you have to use this pressure the best way possible, and I don't think we'll change the way we play. The coach always said that, and the message is clear. Even if we lead or whether we're down, we never change the way we play. We've showed it over and over again, and we want to maintain the way we play, and it's going to be the same tomorrow. We have to keep this personality that we have and always had, and whether we have the ball or we don't, and that's the key to our team.
Bonjour Achraf, Ilyes Peters, 90 000. Achraf, malgré tes 26 ans,
You're 26, but you're one of most experienced in the PSG dressing room. So what is your role with the youngsters, and also with all the players in general? As you say, I'm still young.
Varios momentos buenos en el fútbol y me dan esa experiencia.
But I already had some really good moments in my life as a footballer, and I can help the young players for that very reason. I can help the ones who have a bit less experience to help them stay calm, motivate them, and tell them that we're all together in this. And I try to take responsibility for this. Being an example off and on the pitch, of course, is the best thing I can do.
Bonjour Achraf, Lassana camarade de Africa Foot. Tout à l'heure, on aura votre entraîneur qui va...
Luis Enrique is going to come in the press conference right after you. And you were in Real Madrid and in Inter Milan and in Dortmund. What is the coach that allowed you to progress the most?
Bueno, la verdad es que por suerte he tenido un entrenador.
To say the truth, I've had very, very good coaches during my career, not only in club but also with the selection, and I'm very grateful for all of them, and they all helped me to become the Achraf Hakimi that I am today. And with them, I've learned all the way. I've learned to be somebody good and also a good football player. And Luis Enrique at the moment is helping me progress in a way that I would not even fancy getting to. So I'm much more complete than I used to be. And this is what Luis Enrique has allowed me to do, having liberty.
Je voulais parler un petit peu de ton jeu.
I wanted to talk about the way you play. You have a very good cardio. You're very physical. We see you running a lot, sprinting a lot. How do you do to recover properly between games, and how do you handle all this? And how do you feel physically just before this very important game?
Bueno, sí, la verdad que gracias. Es una cosa que...
Thank you for what you say. It's something that God gave me, this power, the idea of being able to do all these efforts. And there are also professionals that help me outside the pitch. I have somebody to prepare me, and a nutritionist, and to be there for a maximum of games and be at my maximum level. And also the coach helped me handling the minutes, not playing all the time, so that I would be in the best form all the time. I feel fresh, I feel good, I feel confident, and I can't wait for the game to begin tomorrow.
Bonjour Achraf.
Hello.
On a une petite question sur...
A question on your season personally, your favorite to be the best African player in Liga. It was never the case since you've arrived in PSG. So is it the best Hakimi that we can see, or can you go higher? And what can you say a little bit about this price and what you think about it?
Bueno, la verdad que estoy contento por cómo está yendo la temporada.
I'm very happy of this season. It's one of my best seasons so far. I've grown footballistically, but also personally. I feel more confident. I feel more mature, and with experience and having played a lot of games, I think that I feel much better now. And yeah, of course, I think that I can still improve and get even better than I am now. And yeah, it's my objective to improve yet even more. Individual objectives make me perform more, and it's an important part of the work. But what's more important, it's collectively. So it's better to win with the clubs and with my selection. That's much more important. That's the highest reward I can get.
Bonjour Achraf, par ici Mourad Sefiane pour la source parisienne. Vous avez conscience que toute une ville est derrière vous, beaucoup de supporters, le temps s'arrête à Paris.
Do you understand that there's a whole city behind you, that everybody stops breathing for this game? Yeah, I completely get it. I think we all are. We know that the game tomorrow is absolutely huge, and I know that the whole city will be following it, and we have this will to go, and we know that we have this stadium and this public, and we know it's going to be a crazy atmosphere, and the pressure will be on the opponent, and this is something motivating and helping. It can help us in tough moments during the game. So yeah, against Manchester City, for instance, we were down, and then we managed to overturn the game because of them. So they deserve this joy now.
Bonjour Achraf, Adrien Chantorelli du Parisien.
Ousmane Dembele had a little injury in the first leg. So how do you feel him, and what can you tell us about it? And is he ready for tomorrow's game?
Bueno, yo creo que ha estado recuperando bastante bien.
I think that he recovered well, and he trained yesterday as well. And I could talk to him, and he really wants to play. And tomorrow, of course, the coach will have to decide. If he's not here, and in any case, there will be somebody else. Of course, he's a very important player for us, and he will help us, be it on the pitch or outside the pitch.
Achraf, hello. Maybe get an answer in English. I just wanted to clarify what you just said about Dembele in English, and also talk to me a little bit about a lot of big names, famous names have left the club, and now there seems to be a real team bond, team spirit, and a team progressing together with maybe less well-known names. Can you tell us a bit about that as well?
Yeah, I can talk a little bit about it. I think the project that the president, the director of the Deportivo, Luis Campos, and the coach, since he came here 2 years ago, he tried to make and build a team more than like star players, and I think that what he tried to make, and I think that is the key of this new Paris Saint-Germain, and that the collective is most important than the individualities, and I feel like all together we are more strong. And I think in that kind of games during the season, we feel that like happened, like Ousmane maybe is injury or not 100% to play, but I'm sure that some or another teammate is gonna play and gonna give the 100% for the best for the team, and that is the point strong of this team. Thank you.
Merci.
C'est bon? Merci.